all right, picture this. You're 10 years old. You're supposed to just be playing, like riding bikes, having fun, right? Yeah. Instead, you are pulling all-nighters. You're filming YouTube videos. You're hunting down brand deals.
Okay.
And your mom, the person who's supposed to love you most in this whole world, is your manager.
Okay.
And she's like your best friend, and she's your cheerleader.
Yeah.
Except she's not.
Oh.
She's your boss. And she's not very nice.
Okay.
So this is the world of Piper Rockelle.
Okay.
Major famous YouTube child star.
I'm going to be honest with you, never heard of her.
Never heard of her. Myself either. Because we're grown-ups.
Yeah.
But she shot to fame, like intense fame, before she would have even hit high school. I mean, she's still a little kid. She's wildly famous. She starts bringing in these other kids. They form the Squad.
Okay.
Also never heard of it, but they formed it, and it was big.
Okay.
And then all of these, like, allegations start coming out, and all of these kids are, like, being pushed to their limit, and Piper's life may not be the glam and glitz that we thought it was.
Oh.
Very sad stuff. So today we're pulling back the curtain on the Squad. Tiffany Smith, her mom, Piper's mom, and the toxic underbelly of kid influencing.
Ugh.
Yikes, right?
Yeah.
It's not all dance challenges. It's not all making slime. Like, it's pretty rough stuff, you guys.
Yeah, it took a turn that I wasn't ready for.
Not even a little bit.
So before we get into it, though, let's make sure that we like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications so that you never miss a new deep dive that we're taking.
Absolutely. And this is part 1. So episode 1 is called Momager, but we're going to do the other 2 episodes in the following weeks.
That's right.
Be sure to stick around.
Okay, so it is 2024 in Las Vegas, Nevada. We first meet Tiffany's sister, Patience Rock Smith, and her wife, Ashley Rock Smith, and their daughters are Claire and Reese, and they used to film with Piper when they were younger. Okay, so in the beginning, they're sitting there and they're kind of watching all of the YouTube videos that they had been in with Piper before. And they're just talking about like, oh my God, this was such a fun time. Like, this is back when we made videos and the videos were fun.
Yeah.
We just enjoyed hanging out together, spending time together, just being silly, being kids, doing all of that kind of stuff.
And
right?
they don't really talk anymore, which we'll, learn about more later, but that's kind of the information we get from them. And we find out that they grew up in Canton, Georgia. Tiffany had gotten pregnant with Piper. Piper's dad bailed. Has never, from what I understand, has never been in her life.
Yeah.
And then Tiffany started enrolling Piper in like pageants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was all the, patient said like the tanning, the bathing suits, she was all the
toddlers
stuff,
and tiaras girl.
Yes,
for sure.
Yeah, the thick makeup, all that kind of stuff. And then she wanted to get her into doing other stuff.
Yeah, like dancing and acting, and like she was really making a push for that. And Patience says in this, like, it almost seemed like Tiffany was doing it and putting it out there because she was doing everything like loud on social media or whatever, like almost as a way to kind of get at Piper's dad, like, look what you're missing. Like, she was worth something and you left her.
Yes.
And first of all, that's really sad too.
Yes. Then apparently Piper started on an app called Musical.ly, which I'd never heard of. And she got famous on that.
Yeah.
So I thought at first when they started talking about it, I was like, oh, she started singing.
No.
She's not singing.
She's just lip syncing videos.
She got crowned on Musical.ly. And if you get crowned on Musical.ly, it's like a...
It's like a big deal.
It's a big deal. It's hard to get crowned. I guess it's like getting a YouTube plaque. Which we don't have. So if you could like and subscribe, that would help. And comment down below. So they were kind of talking about that. And, there was stuff that kind of started to go viral and that kind of stuff. And then they talk about Ryan's World. I wonder what's up with that.
With Ryan's World?
Yeah, I don't know. I just like...
Do we need an expose on Ryan?
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
I mean, maybe.
Because, it seems like none of these kids are unscathed with these family channels.
I mean, that's true.
I just wonder. His parents seem nice on camera, but so do I.
Well, that's true. You're the worst, actually.
See?
These cameras stop rolling and she's so mean to me.
I know, yeah. It's like...
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't like Ryan's World, though.
Oof, I don't know.
It's rough stuff for me as an adult.
Yes, big time.
Yeah. Okay, so then from there, we find out that Piper gets cast on a show called Dance Twins. Never heard of her. But apparently it was a very popular show. And I guess she did well. I guess.
Yeah.
And she got a lot of followers and like kind of fame from that as well. Like they talk about like instantly, like overnight, now there's like 100,000 people following her or something crazy. I don't know what the premise of Dance Twins was. I don't know if it was kids. I don't know if it was supposed to be like dance moms. I think they said was it her that auditioned to be on Dance Moms, or was that one of the other girls?
I think one of the other
was
girls
that Corinne?
Did.
That might have been Corinne. Yeah. But like her mom's like trying to get her on these shows. She's trying to get her out there. Her mom is pushing the fame train as much as she can, even super, super early on, right? Yeah. But what's weird is at this time, Piper's not attending school, and she's like 8.
She's never attended school.
No, she's never gone to school.
No. They said Tiffany just wanted her to be able to hold conversations with adults.
Yeah.
And get famous. And that's it. Like, that's what she was teaching her.
Yeah.
And then when Ashley, Patience's wife, was like, she needs to be in school. Tiffany got pissed.
Yeah. Like, they were like, she needs to know how to interact with her peers. Like, she needs to be learning. And she's not getting any of that. But she is getting casting calls and, YouTube videos and pageant trophies.
The peers she ends up interacting with, they are around her age, but it is so different. It's like if school was taught by Regina George, because it's like the only way she understands social relationships is
through her mom.
I'm the boss and everything's about me and I'm the center and I'm the star and everybody else exists to support me.
Yeah.
She doesn't know anything different. Yeah. She doesn't know how to be part of a team or part of a group or,
And then this is where we meet Corinne and we meet her mom, Stevie. And so they meet Piper because she was asked to go so Corinne was asked to go audition to be a backup dancer for Piper. And so Corinne is also very interested in acting and singing and doing all of that kind of stuff, right? And her mom had been like supportive of her and was like trying to help her get out there or whatever. So they go to do this audition and they realize when they get there, there's a camera crew and like all this other stuff going on. And Stevie and Tiffany start talking. They realize they actually only live 20 minutes away from each other. So then Corinne and Piper get super close. Tiffany mentions that, hey, I'm trying to get Piper to start doing these YouTube videos. Maybe Corinne could do YouTube videos with her. And like she tries to bring her in on that and all of this other stuff, right? And Stevie's like, I wasn't well versed in social media. I didn't know anything. Like, I thought these were just kids having fun, making videos, doing whatever. And so she was like, yeah, like Corinne can go make videos with Piper. Like, that seems fun. Corinne's into it. Like, we're trying to get her out there anyway. Like, they've got all these common interests, whatever. So she's cool with it at first, right? But then like it starts to get weird. So she's like,
so weird.
Tiffany's constantly talking to her about how many likes the video got and like how many views it got and all of this stuff. And she's telling Stevie like, oh, we got 1 million views or we got 1 million of this. And Stevie's like, oh, that's great. She's like, I don't know what that means. She's like, is that normal? Is that not normal? I don't know. But she's like, okay, that's cool. Whatever. Like she still sees this as like, just like a hobby fun thing that they're doing. Yeah. And it starts to blow up with Piper and Corinne together.
Yeah. And so they finish Dance Twins and now we're to 2017 and everything's like really blowing up. So Tiffany is like, we've got to get to LA. That's where all the deals are. That's where all the managers are. That's where all the agents are, like all that kind of stuff. So they packed up their house and their cats and they drove to LA. Yeah. So this I thought was very strange. Then they meet somebody named Hunter Hill.
Yeah.
At a conference, apparently. Tiffany meets a rando at a conference and he moves in with them and becomes Piper's brother on camera.
Okay, let's also set the scene here, right? So at this time, Piper's 8 or 9. So Tiffany was 26 when she was born. So she would have been 34, 35, mid-30s, right? She's mid-30s. Hunter is 20.
Oh my.
And he looks 20.
And he acts 20.
Yeah. We also meet Reagan Beast, who is an influencer and an advocate. He says that he met Hunter through going over to Piper's house to do collaborations. So at this point, I think Reagan was also trying to be a YouTuber or something like that. I think he already had his own channel maybe. And
must have.
There must be like an influencer community
about. Yeah.
And so Reagan gets pulled in to do some videos with Piper and stuff like that. Through that, he starts hanging out with Hunter.
Yeah. And at that point, Reagan's only 16. So he's got to be
14 maybe.
Yeah, 13, 14.
Yeah, he's older than Piper. But he's still a baby.
He's still very young.
But he starts hanging out with Hunter, and he says that Hunter made him feel safe, acted like an older brother towards him, and was kind of like that figure that he didn't have in his life that he was kind of looking for. Yeah.
Reagan also does say that he's trans, and so I think one of the things that he felt welcome. And Hunter, he said he didn't have a lot of just male friends.
Yeah.
And he felt like
Hunter was his friend.
Yes.
And that Hunter didn't care about any of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Hunter didn't treat him differently.
Yeah.
Like, Hunter was like, this is my friend Reagan. And that was a big deal for him, especially like being so young and knowing that about yourself, you know, like that's got to be, you're already 13, 14, you're awkward anyway.
There's just,
Yeah. So, like, he kind of came at a very pivotal time in Reagan's life.
Yeah.
Which I think is not good. So, they're filming daily, though, at this point. And Ashley, who is Tiffany's sister-in-law.
Yes.
Is like, Piper had the personality for social media. Like, she was made for it. And she was cute. And she was funny. And she, like, was dramatic, and she had the timing and like all of the things. So like everything seemed super authentic, and that really drew people in. So like at this point, Piper is really, really taking off, and Tiffany is pushing it and pushing it. Like she sees the momentum, and she just capitalizes on it, right?
Yeah. And she pushes her to, I guess they did a collaboration with this show called Manny.
Yeah.
Mani, like Manny Petty, but it's about a Manny, a male nanny. And she played a character on that show called named Sky.
Yes.
I think. And she was like, and they said this was like the Disney Channel of the internet. Brat is who produced it. Again, never heard of any of this.
Yeah.
So Piper played this preppy rich kid. And then this is when we meet Sophie. So Sophie played the gothic kid on this show.
Yeah. And she was supposed to be just like a background character kind of thing, like a side character, like not super big in the show. And people ended up really loving her. So she also got bigger on the show. And then her and Piper also got close too.
Yes.
So then now she kind of is in the mix with them as well.
Yeah. And we meet Sophie's mom, Heather Nicole, who is going to be a very big part of this docuseries.
I feel so bad for her.
I know. She
hurt my heart.
Yeah. It's really sad. Sophie didn't even have an Instagram when she got the role because, like you said, I mean, she was supposed to be a background, thing anyway.
Well, and she's a kid.
Yes.
She's 12 at the time, 11, 12. Like, something she has no need for an Instagram.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
So they end up then doing videos together, Sophie and Piper on Piper's YouTube channel, but where they do like the first one I think was like a Freaky Friday thing where they swapped their characters on Manny. So it was like Sky became, I don't know what Sophie's character's name was, and then blah, 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 back and forth or whatever. And that got really big. And so then they started filming videos together, and they started hanging out a lot more. And so Sophie kind of became a regular on Piper's channel.
Yes.
And then tragedy befalls Tiffany because Manny hires this other girl, and she gets more lines than Piper. And Tiffany loses her ever-loving mind. My daughter made this show. How dare you?
It's wild. So then this is where we meet Claire and Reese. So those are Piper's cousins. They lived at home in Georgia. They would go back for holidays and they would get to meet them. So for a while, they didn't even realize that they were related to Piper. And they realized, like
they
crap.
knew who Piper was, but they didn't know that they were related to her.
Yeah, because there wasn't a
relationship
there, right? So they go back for the holidays. Piper gets to hang out with them. They start getting super close. That's really exciting. She wants to do like videos and stuff with them, right? And so they make this connection and like they're still having fun. And I don't think Patience loved the idea of her kids being on YouTube, but she did see this as an opportunity to try to reconnect with her sister, right? Mm-hmm. So she was like, yes, you can do it. The girls are having fun. Like at this point, Patience has no idea that this is not above board kind of stuff, right? Like she thinks Piper's just having fun. So she's like, sure, you guys can do videos. Like the girls are super into it. Yeah. It's them bonding. It's getting them closer. Like doesn't see anything nefarious at this point, right? So that's kind of how they get back into it. Ashley is Patience's wife, and she's even encouraging it. She's like, this is a good opportunity for them. Like, this is an opportunity to build a bridge. Like, I think we need to let it happen. Mm-hmm. And I think she feels really guilty about that now. Yeah. But, I mean, how do you know at the time? Like, she's trying to be supportive of her wife. Like, yes, mend this bridge. Like, this is a fun thing. Like, let's do this, right?
Patience does say, like, Tiffany and I were close when we were young. She's like, when our parents got divorced, it affected everybody differently. She's like, but Tiffany she didn't go into a lot of detail. She got aggressive. She got mean. She got hateful.
Yeah.
To the point that Patience chose to stop speaking to her. So it is. It's like all of it's just so sad. But they start filming the videos together and then they want to bring in other kids, which they are doing. So they bring in this kid, Sawyer.
Yep.
And he was filming videos with Piper and they did okay. And so they kept inviting him back or whatever. And they were like, we want to do like a Friends kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like a Friends model where it's like an ensemble cast, which they didn't do because Piper is the star.
Yeah.
So like you did it wrong. Yeah. But
there was no episode where like this episode's about Rachel and the next one's about Ross and the next one, like no, every episode was about Piper.
Uh-huh.
And they were the supporting cast.
Exactly. It was all about Piper and whatever. And so they end up calling it the Squad. Somebody commented and they were like, wow, what a squad or something.
Yeah.
So now she's like, now they're getting like crazy, going crazy viral, getting crazy views. It hits 1 million subscribers. All of that kind of stuff. Piper releases a music video called Treat Myself.
It was giving Rebecca Black. It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
Oh my gosh.
Like that was the vibe it gave me. So this is where we find out how much money the Squad is making. And it's a lot, y'all. They are a multi-million-dollar business. And there are kids who are making 6 figures per month. Per month. That ain't us. So like and subscribe to help us make 3 figures a month.
Please. Please help keep the lights on. The next video might be dark.
I know. And then they start talking about like this money starts rolling in, right? So Piper's getting a computer for Christmas, like a new Mac for Christmas. She's getting a brand new camera. She got a Louis Vuitton bag. And that's when her family and other people start to realize like, oh, like she's
making a lot of money.
She's doing well.
Yeah. And like, where is this money coming from? Because Corinne's mom was like, I didn't know you could monetize on YouTube. I didn't know what that was. So then Tiffany starts telling her, oh, you could make money too.
Yeah.
You could make a lot of money.
Sophie's been doing the videos with Piper. Sophie's got her own channel at this point. And
Corinne's the same way.
And Corinne too. And Tiffany's just not saying anything to him. Piper's raking in the money. And so Tiffany's like, oh, well, you could make money. I could help you. Actually, if you'll just like give me your login for your YouTube, I'll do all of it for you. You can just pay me a percentage.
Yeah.
Which I am gathering from this is normal, right? There will be a person
if
who
it's
does
under your
if it's
kind
under
of
your
umbrella.
They take a percentage.
Yeah, but they are appearing on Piper's channel, the squad or whatever. And they are not getting any money from that, even though they are part of what is making that channel money. And so when one of them had the audacity to ask Tiffany about that, she was like, well, you're getting exposure. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Which, like, okay, but you're having these kids film long days, 15-hour days.
Yeah.
You're not giving them any money.
Yeah.
It's insane. And then in 2019, Sophie, Heather, Tiffany, Piper, all move in together.
And Hunter, too, right?
Hunter, well, of course, Hunter.
I think Hunter moved in, too.
He always lives with them, I guess. Yeah. So they buy this house in the Hollywood Hills, which is like, I mean, incredible.
Yeah. They were like, we couldn't afford it, but we looked at it and it was only a couple $1,000s more a month than what we were all already paying anyway. So they were like, we'll combine what we normally are paying for rent, and then it's only a couple $1,000s more. They are raking in the money on the YouTube, so they can cover it, but still, when she was like, it's only a couple $1,000s a month more, I was like, girl, that's a lot.
I know, like that's, like
not like, oh, it's only like a couple $100s more.
$200 more. We can figure that out.
No,
it's just a few thousand more. So like, why not?
Yeah. And then this is the house where they end up filming all of the content at as well, right? But so then they're filming. They're not taking breaks. They don't get days off. Like there's nothing. And Tiffany is in control of literally everything. She is in control of the script, who's in it, who gets what lines, where we film it, how we film, like literally every aspect of what happens. And so at this time they say like things are starting to get bad and weird and like we're not having fun doing videos anymore. The girls don't want to do it anymore. But Tiffany is not hearing that. They start making money. The numbers start going up. They're getting the views. They're getting the likes. They're getting the brand deals. And the adults are basically doing whatever it takes to push these kids to keep it going. They're like, we're on the money train.
Yeah.
And it's rolling.
And every video has to be more outrageous than the last. Because if you did something outrageous in one and that got a lot of views, you got to do something more outrageous to get more views kind of thing. And that's when Frank the Pug is introduced.
I did not like this.
I don't like this at all. Frank the Pug is a dog that Tiffany holds. And does a weird voice for.
I was wondering why I felt so low.
And Frank the Pug, it's Tiffany talking and berating the children and humiliating the children and calling them names and saying how ugly they are and fat and lazy and this and that and whatever. But it's not Tiffany, it's Frank the Pug. And it's supposed to be funny. And then Corinne started really having a hard time because Tiffany was being increasingly mean to her as Frank. Okay. And it just got worse and worse and worse. She was crying every day when she got home. And so she ends up leaving the squad. And then we kind of end with Reagan saying that there were times where he would be hanging out with Piper and Hunter and Tiffany would be drinking. And she just has no filter when she's drinking. And she would say really inappropriate stuff and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And one time he had a live stream going and she wasn't on camera at first.
Yeah.
And then she was like, I'm going to get on camera. And she literally forced herself on him and started making out with him. We get more into detail about this in the next episode. It's on a live stream. It's wild. Absolutely wild. So make sure you stick around for the rest of that story next week.
Yeah.
And we end with on-screen text. Tiffany Smith, Hunter Hill, and Piper Rockelle via their attorney declined to be interviewed or provide a comment for this series. Tiffany Smith has publicly denied the accounts of the former squad members and their parents. I bet she did.
I bet she did. If you didn't hit the bell in the beginning, go ahead and hit it now because part 2 is going to be coming next week. And we're going to tell you the rest of Reagan's story.
You're literally not.
And you're not going to like it.
No. And it gets so much worse. The audible gasps in episode 2 are much more
crazy.
Yeah. Outnumbered.
It's going to get wild. So make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you come back next week. We'll tell you about part 2. And it'll be interesting. And like Trella said earlier, we're going to talk about Nicole and Sophie on Patreon this week. So if you have questions about the child protective labor laws and things like that. That'll be a different listen to.
Yeah. Plus, like, nostalgic. Who's that Macaulay Culkin?
We're going to talk about Home Alone. I can't wait.
100%.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Bye.